Click on. There you go. 3:04 in the morning. It is February 12th, 2023. This is Sunday. We were John C. Roseman, California. The Diary of the Griever named John Weaver be me. Yeah, you're still probably belly aching about the damn file names. I know. But I said before, some of them said, screw it. If I'm going to get them out there, I'm going to get them out there with a file name on it because I need to get the message out there and not just be creative about the title of it. Because for me, it's important to get the messaging out. I feel that's screwed up right now in the head and also in the heart when I have to get up early in the morning like this and talk about things. I've been coming across, and if you happen to see anything crawling across the screen or in the background, it's still a bug war. It's still the roaches. So I've been dealing with a lot of postings out there. People are dealing with anniversaries coming up. A few days here, or a few months there, or even the years. All of it makes, all of it takes a toll on us. I have to keep talking about myself, even though I have to put myself in a different point of view, saying you all the time, or we, or something like that. But I know that I'm still dealing with it. I know I'm still going through the pain, going through the motions. And I'll keep telling people I am not a guru. I'm not an expert except my own damn pain. I'm still trying to learn more and more about it because it's still kicking my butt. Speaking of which, give me 1 second here. Sorry. Had to take care of a couple of things left and right. Just making sure I don't get bug bombed. So, in dealing with pain, you know, I don't deal with this cavalier. I don't treat this as cavalier because dealing with pain is the only thing I know. And I have lost so many people in my lifetime. I had to shut off the pain left and right. Growing up as a kid, I'd gone through a lot. I'd gone through life and death accidents. I have gone through life and death because of heart surgery. I've lost a lot of people in my life that I loved. And still, grieve a little bit, feel the pain. But I still had to keep pushing on because I was told to do so and had to do so because you had to live. Go through school, go to work, and just keep pushing forward. Everyone else is being the strength of each other. Everyone else is trying to be supportive of each other. But the thing is, we never talked about death. Me and my mother and my brother never talked about death all that much. I mean, we talked about how much we missed our family, but not to the point where we're talking about a grieving and mourning all the time. No, we had to keep focusing. We had to keep focusing on the future. We had to keep focusing on living. We had to keep focus. Had to keep go, 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 go. We had to notice the hand signs. That's us. Blurry, isn't it? Yeah. But that's how we had to keep going. That's how what we had to do. Not with the hand signs, but with the. Hopefully you get it. But we didn't have time to and process. What's that? Processing? Processing would be. Processing would be going through the feelings, going through the emotions, being torn apart left and right because we couldn't. We had to deal, we had to cope, we had to function, we had. And what I see on the postings these days, ever since I came up with the grief pages over the past 10 years or less than that, people are getting more and more of their personal stuff saying, look, I've been through this, I'm going through this, I need help with this. Another time I'm seeing other people and other pages are authoring it, have written books about it. Written books and they're trying to help people left and right. Problem is, I kept thinking a profit situation over here. Oh yeah, that's easy enough to share your advice with people left and right, but then, please, I want money. Well, my advice? But I'm an author of a book. You gotta listen to this thing because I am an author of a book. The advice is sound, advice is sage, for at least for them. And sometimes it's helpful, and other times it's conflicting as hell. Now, people probably asking me, what am I doing this thing for? Well, if you guys caught the videos all the damn time, you would understand that this is not a profit situation. This is my diary, damn it. Nobody has put themselves through this shit that I have come across yet. Nobody has. Well, maybe they try to do for telemarketing or actually for televangelism. Saying, I have touched the Lord at this point over here. I'm going through grieving, and I will share that experience with you. And I. And at this point over here, I know somehow, somewhere, people are going to be like, a bit of coin, please. I'm just telling you my heart and soul. But I will tell you this. I'm putting it on YouTube because I am not making a profit on this damn thing. This is my own diary. This is my own sounding board. Of course, it's nice to put your own sounding board on a hell of a lot of flash drives at this point over here and store them. But then again, who the hell is going to learn from them and listen from them? How many times have I heard throughout my lifetime of people trying to kill themselves left and right? And nobody understands why. Until they get the messages too late. Until they see the signs too late. And then there's the back and forth bickering at this point over here saying, why didn't we catch it? Saying, why? If I happen to take that particular final path, if I happen to go through that damn step at this point over here, at least I have documentation at this point of how people will be looking at me and looking at the messages and wondering what the hell's going on in here and in here. If I'm not communicating this effectively enough, this tells you what's going on. This has to be my diary to the world, but my diary to myself. But I hardly ever listen to the damn shit in the first place. I mean, I'm constantly belly aching on apps like this in the phone, recording left and right, because I want to get everything else I know out. You know, I've lost a hell of a lot of family, and they've lost, and in the process they've had opportunities of sharing their experience, strength, and hope, their history, why things went so sour, how they felt, and they never had. I had to keep the memories as best as I can and remember what the hell went on. I never wrote anything down. I wish I had. But these have to be the living recordings. I have to keep doing these things because I want to keep the history of my family, of my own history, alive. Somehow, if I can communicate this to people effectively, maybe they can understand why things had to happen, or happen and it didn't have to happen, or whatever. It's not easy putting yourself on camera, or on a damn tape recorder for that matter, and bellyache like crazy. As I was growing up, people grieving would be encouraged to write about it by others, by therapists, or by group sessions. Hell, there was even people still making books out and profit out of the damn thing. Step-by-step process on how to get through a grieving process. Give you 5 or 7 or 9, how many stages of grief. And then when you get to the final thing of acceptance, and then you're supposed to be moving off. They never did cover about the information about how many times you have to keep going through it every single year, every time the anniversary date comes up, or how you're supposed to feel about things like that. No, you're supposed to be functioning at this point. Problem is, I never grieved properly, at least what I thought proper was. I never been disabled by this damn thing. Yeah, you can be disabled by grief. There's a hell of a lot of trauma I've gone through in my life that I'm still sorting through, that I'm still talking about, that I'm still going after it left and right because even after I talk about it, it's still installed. It's instilled. It's still incorporated. A lot of I's, isn't it? I, as in the letter I, as an indication of me being a solo act. And yet I'm still screwed up on this one. I talked in my earlier videos, I think, concerning about my accidents and how they screwed me up and how injuries keep plaguing me left and right. But the biggest injuries is to deny grieving. Yeah, we're supposed to be strong. We're supposed to be going past this thing. We're supposed to be. We're supposed to be. I never could quite figure it out in the Holy Scriptures. Where does it say we have to stop grieving? Where's this? Where's the commandment that God says, "Okay, thou shalt stop thy grieving. You will move on in life." No, Ten Commandments never covered that damn crap. But they did have people freaking out left and right about how they're feeling about loss and how it hurts them and how it changes their personality and how it changes them entirely, how to be more protective about their loved ones that they have left or new ones that are coming into their life, that they have to be solo protectors, that they have to make sure that these people are going to be living long enough. It's never easy dealing with this. The stigma in our life and the stigma in our society and stigma everywhere else I keep coming across is we have to get through this thing because we can give out a lot of statements about it. Well, you are needed because you are because you're invaluable. Well, how am I invaluable? I'm a broken down piece of crap right now going through a lot of emotional grief. Yes, but you must be strong. And if you're not strong, then we got a problem because now you got a problem because now you got to be this and you got to be that because we depend upon you. Buddy, we need you here. Come on, get with the game. We need you. Get out there. Tear him apart. They never like it when we come back and say, I can't deal with it. I can't hack it. I don't care. You're going to go back out there because you have to get to it. I did. I lost a lot of people and I had to survive. And so will you. You will be strong. Just like I was. Thing is, sometimes those people just had to bury the feeling so damn badly. I got a feeling that it also tore them apart. The trauma being so damn hard at that moment that the memories that keep bouncing back haunts them like crazy to the day. And no wonder the personalities were changing left and right. I should have gone into psychology instead of English, trying to understand grief left and right. But then again, I'd be going for a medical, and I'm not hip on the damn medical these days. I feel like the medical community has screwed me over one way or another too many damn times, trying to save my ass and trying to turn me into a damn pincushion left and right, or lab experiment. Try this drug, try that drug. Try this procedure, try that procedure. Johnny, we miss you in the laboratory. You haven't given your blood in over 30 years. You're overdue, Sean. Or try to set a medical test that goes out of your ass here. You're of the age, we gotta know what's going on. You sit on your brains all the time. I can try making a joke of this, but it's too frustrating for me. I have to keep pushing off doctor visits left and right. I have to keep pushing off the medical establishment left and right because I don't like dealing with them. Probably tell me, oh, you're just fine. You just got to get toughened up. You can't be weak. You got to be tough. Tough, 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 tough. You got to be strong, 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 strong. Well, how long am I supposed to be strong at keeping up a damn facade until I start breaking left and right? You can't break. I got duct tape for you. How do you use duct tape on a soul or on memories left and right? How do you use duct tape when it comes down for a body breaking down left and right? Is there a duct tape to deal with your trauma left and right? I know there isn't for mine. I kept saying moleskin on mine because I had to be tough. I had to be tough. I was told that a long time by medical establishment and also by my parents, my mother all the time, because she was listening to them all the time. She sought their sage advice. Doctors only know you can only go so far and do so much before you're a broken down piece of crap. And even then they start yelling at you. How come you're breaking down, damn it? Well, look at you, Doc. You're still in a walker right now. I don't give a shit. I had been through a hell of a lot. I'm a survivor. But look at you. You're just giving up on life. How dare you? Yeah, I dare, damn it. Except limitations at the time. No, you're supposed to go overcoming. I was a hero for you. A hero. Yeah, maybe I'm not the hero. Okay? Maybe I'm not. I'll pretend I am. I'll do the head games on this shit. But the problem is, how am I heroic, especially when an anniversary comes up and tears my ass apart? Oh, we see the people trying to be heroic by ignoring everything else, ignore pain. We're heroic, we're going to be tough in our spirit, and we're going to be going forward left and right. Not an emotional cripple. Even the Bible keeps trying to tell us that we have to be tough. Yeah, well, it takes broken down pieces of crap to understand where the hell they're coming from. And after they find out how much and how badly they're broken at this point, they either deal with the reality or they start trying to pick up the pieces slowly together to see if they can survive, make a new person out of it. But with a understanding of what they've gone through. And then maybe if they're still surviving, they can still help another person out. They still have to remember that, yeah, they may be healed up one way or another, but still inside they're still broken. It's a hard thing for me to keep learning. But I probably had this, the therapist and everyone says, no, you're fine, you're fine. Great, my body's deteriorating left and right, but you're telling me I'm fine. I'm crawling on my hands and knees, but, I'm fine. My feet are killing me every single morning, but I'm fine. I get emotional like crazy. I'm getting triggered left and right, but I'm fine. I get near places that I'm feeling more and more uneasy about, but I'm feeling fine. You can't keep doing this, and you have to go past it. You have to, yeah. We got therapy sessions for you. Great. Got therapy sessions for me. Yeah, we'll make you feel great. Try this new drug. Try this small portion over here. Well, a little portion over here, but, it's going to make you feel so great. I'm going to be subject to medical experimentation again because you've got a new medication out there for me to try on that one. You damn near killed me at once already. I don't trust you ever again, guys. And the only medication I would trust ever to get rid of some physical ailments is usually Tylenol, but there's only so much a body can actually take and how long I've been taking the medication. Now, if I've been taking it religiously, that's one thing. If you take it sporadically when you need it, that's another thing altogether. But just how much can my body take of that drug until it says can't take it no more? But it doesn't take away the mental. It doesn't take away the spiritual. It'll take away the body's way of dealing with both of them, with the pain and also dealing with life. But it won't take away anything else on the side. Unless, of course, you're going to be smoking a blunt at this point over here or drinking Jack Daniels left and right. That's going to help. I'd seen too many people get crushed by that. I come across too many people in the program and in different support meetings doing that. It scares the hell out of me that I'd be turning myself into that kind of situation. No, I try to tend to go for the spiritual and keep praying for forgiveness on that one because I still have to keep surviving. The thing is, I got things I want to do and accomplish in my lifetime, and I don't want to kill myself in the process. I don't want to keep feeling like I'm owing life something. Maybe I am owing life something. I don't know. I know anniversaries are coming up, and I'm not looking forward to the damn thing, and I'm talking about it more and more. I have to keep talking about it because I still kick my ass every fucking time. Ma's 10 years coming up on the 19th this month. Dave is coming up on September the 8th. 5 years on this one. And it hasn't gotten any easier. Sometimes it's a hell of a lot worse. You know, the first year when I was trying to do the anniversary of Mama, I was still in what they call the honeymoon stage at this point over here. Still going through the initial shock and awe of the damn thing. I'm in awe that my mother's gone. I'm in shock that she's gone. And sometimes I get triggered for it, but, not as much. But then I discovered that when I was trying to do a musical video tribute to her, I'd seen this done at a service once before, where people had made a collage of photographs, and they put music together, and it was a beautiful service during that time. I was crying my eyeballs out left and right, and I'm thinking to myself, I could do this for Mama. So I went through all the pictures I had electronically, everything that I scanned, and everything I was trying to find physically. And I was trying to put this collage together. And the collage was Mama's life from birth, from her kids, from her past, all the way through her death. It was about a 25-minute video. In fact, a few songs to go through it. To this day, I can't play the songs ever again because they are so damn hard for me to do this. And after I saw the video, after I'd gone through it all the damn time, make sure everything else is fine, and I finally stepped back and looked at the damn thing all the way through. I kept telling myself I can't see this ever again, or the music. I was hoping maybe my brother and I would be able to share it one year or one day. We tried. My brother was so damn motivated and crying his eyeballs out. And he also looked at me a little bit hard on that one and said, John, it's perfect. Don't ever change it, and don't ever show it to me ever again. This is coming from the firstborn. He'd been with Ma for a hell of a lot longer than I had. 8-year difference. Of course, in his lifetime, he had been out experiencing life. Military and on the road and being an alcoholic, drug abuser, and then being on the road to recovery. Not all of it in order, but still. Most of the time he's at home, and we were just dealing with things at home. I had never, except maybe for about a weekend or two, been away from my mother. They probably called me a mama's boy. Maybe I am a mama's boy. But the thing is, feeling that I was so connected to Ma, it's not even funny. Sorry, still the bug war right now. It's not you, it's just I got to deal with the damn cockroaches over here. See, as a reality check, I still have to deal with these days. I got to deal with that on a constant basis right now for about 3 or 4 months. Working guys coming over here to take care of the damn bugs, but I still have to clean this place up or try to keep these bugs at bay as best as I can. It's gonna be a long uphill battle on these sons of bitches. You think I'd stop because I'm dealing with emotions at this point is going to be driving me crazy. And yet, dealing with my brother's emotions, when he was looking at this damn thing, he never wanted to talk about it ever again. He shut himself off on that one. He'll tell me about his military stuff. He was talking about things he'd been on the road. He talked to his friends about it. But the one thing he never got intimate with anybody, as far as I understood, is how he felt about losing Ma. And if he did, some of those friends have already passed beyond. So I can't talk to them about what he said. And if he had any information about that in writing, I just hadn't bothered looking at the damn paperwork. If he was going to write, he was going to write without me knowing about it. Probably as it should. And he'd probably be pissed off that I keep talking about things like this. But this is my writing. I discovered that doing an audio and then trying to do video is my own book. I should be typing this shit out. But there's only so many words and so many times I can actually use some things left and right that you just can't show the emotions. Not exactly in words. I mean, I could try to be eloquent. Says, you're an excellent writer. Maybe, but sometimes you have to be communicative in different ways on how it affects a person. One person's way of dealing with an anniversary is another different option or different avenue, actually, of dealing with the anniversary for another person. So for me, in the first 5 years of dealing with Mama's death, I'm 57, so it's been about 10 years. 10, 11 years, actually. I mean, she did pass away in 2013, so, and this is 2023, so yeah, 10 years. And I was 40, yeah, 47 when she passed. I'm a guy in the Middle Ages at this point over here trying to get past the damn hump. I'm trying to figure out what the hell he's supposed to do next, how he's supposed to survive, how he's supposed to live. Not knowing a damn thing. Get injured on a job and you screw things up left and right. But how do you deal with death? How do you deal with it? I had to keep going to a damn therapist. An anniversary comes up, I had to deal with it. I was also going to college, but still take time off from college just to go through one day, go through motions, and then the rest of the time focusing on education. As I said before, you go forward, you go forward, you go forward, you go forward. You had to. And I chose going back to college right after Mama's death. I wanted to do this for her and for myself. I screwed it up a long time ago. She was pissed off at me for a hell of a long while. Until she was realizing how much I really regretted the living crap out of the damn thing. I went through a couple of occupational schools, learned some new skills, and helped out with other jobs, and then it just crashed and burned on that one there too. But still, right after Mama's death, I had the time necessary to go to college, and I was trying to occupy myself like that, and also take care of my brother after Mama's death. And then when he dies, I still had to go to college, but still harder and harder for me to study, but I had to focus. I'm telling myself I had to, because. Not because of the wonderful things he does. There's no wizard for me to deal with or getting back to Kansas. No, I had to go forward. I had to always go forward and not be stuck. But the problem is the feelings are still there and frozen as hell until my brother passes away, COVID kicks in, all hell breaks loose. Then going back to college right after the COVID nightmare and then deal with my own damn mental health. Going through my own damn grieving and mental health games going on through that time. Then I had to take more time off from college and it's driving me nuts. But I still have to talk about this stuff, and I still have to live. I still have to eat. I still have to maintain a house or apartment, actually, while dealing with bugs at the same damn time. Fuckers. But this is how I'm dealing with it. I get triggered left and right. There's a lot of things concerning about a trigger word and anything else relating to it, one way or another. Ripples in a pond. Throw a stone in a pond and you see the ripples effect. Well, that's it. Some people look at Aspire when I'm looking at ripples of a pond. It's easier that way. A Japanese Zen garden will show you that one there. How am I supposed to be dealing with my own? I haven't got any clue on every damn thing except wake up in the morning and then realize the anniversary's here. For me, it started at the beginning of this month. Ma should have been dead at the first, but didn't. Paramedics fought like hell. Fire department fought like hell. Hospital fought like hell. God said she is coming home. So the 19th coming up is going to be 10 years to this point over here. I'm going to be torn apart left and right on this shit. 5 years was bad enough. 10 years, shit. And for me, it gets worse and worse every single year. My brother, he never got past it. Now, I know I kept backtracking on a lot of things here, and I assume about my mother at this point got eaten alive by what was going on in her life. It was slowly eating her up. Her subconscious got to her somehow, where she started giving up on a lot of things because a lot of people she loved and cared about have already gone. And before my mother got, she had lost in about 1 or 2 year period. She lost her last sibling, her last sister, and a niece that meant everything. As if she was my mother's daughter. And she was a daughter or sister to me. Actually, a sister to me and sister to my brother. But she was a daughter of my mother's sister. So, niece. A favorite. Ma was going to try to do everything else she could to take care of it, except she was going to be doing it out of a damn hospital bed, or almost came close to that point. Dave and I would be doing all the heavy duty work. Our kids weren't exactly helping her much, but they were trying to. Tony Ray. She had a hell of a lot of issues going on after she lost her mother. And she couldn't even deal with it. She'd been through her own life's experiences and going downhill, and her kids had been trying to help her out throughout. And in the end, things just ate her up. I think, and it's only my opinion at this point, that Tony Ray was eaten up by her own damn loss of her own mother. I'm starting to realize more and more how grief plays a part in our own self-destruction one way or another. If we're not truly honest with ourselves, if we're not truly honest about how we're feeling about ourselves, if we're not truly honest about how we're thinking about ourselves, or dealing with the emotions that we got right now, they're going to be killing us. Just a theory. But I'd seen how it affected a hell of a lot of people throughout my lifetime. Different stories and different ways people are living their lives. They'll try to live as much as they can. They'll try to be happy about things, but in the end, I know we're all getting weighed down by our own damn subconscious at that point over here. So they'll probably think, well, the best way of dealing with subconscious is, well, you got your own damn way for it. If you're going to be killing your body in the process just to get rid of that damn thing, I think the damn thing already won already. But the subconscious is our own darkest stuff where we keep our pains, our fears, our loss, our grief, our mourning, everything else we've got. We show our veneer to everybody else in our conscious world, but in the subconscious, That's the one we always have to keep worrying about because that damn thing's gonna kick our fucking ass. And I know it's been kicking my brother's ass because of the mistakes he's been making over the last 5 years of his life until he passed. Then I still have to clean up his mess. Can't claim Mama's. Mama's has already been screwed up right now as it is, and she lost a lot of her clients. She was an income tax bookkeeping specialist, had it for about 25, almost 30 years. And she was good at it too. She was good at her job. She had a local following, that's about it. But when things were getting heavily on her, she was starting to lose herself, her memories, concentration, losing her clients left and right. She had to retire. And they all walked out. I know, shit happens. For some people, I'd think, yeah, shit happens. And she just couldn't deal with it anymore, I guess. The interest wasn't there anymore. Even though the need was there, but the interest wasn't there. Do I blame her? No, I don't. Because the more I keep trying to go through it in my head, all the observations I made of my family left and right, just mental notes here and there, trying to go through the memories, feelings, events that I've been through with the family. I may come up with different conclusions, and I may be wrong as hell in this lifetime. And I may never know the ultimate truth. But I can only go by what information I have and make the suppositions that way. I'm not trying to be clinical about the damn thing because I know it's going to be affecting me a great deal. Anything concerning my family history affects me a great deal one way or another. And one of them was dealing with the family curse concerning about the Cameron Mills. Yeah, I got to talk about it again. Because the curse, what was going on in the family was every time a male gets past 60, that's it. Cut off point. The ladies will last about 70 or 80 years if they're lucky enough. But the males in the Cameron line, you're dead meat. So now I got to worry about the next 2 or 3 years. I'll see whether or not I'm going to be putting myself into a tailspin or a panic mode at this point. Meanwhile, I'm going to be talking about every time I'm going through this damn shit because I have to put it on record. I have to. I guess I have to be the observer. I guess I had to be the storyteller in my own family, in my own core family. I don't. Nobody else is going to be doing about their own damn shit. They post how happy they are, how they're dealing with things, and how everything else is hunky dory with them. Try to show the facade, the movie set, how things look perfect on the movie sets, and yet in the background it's all screwed up and falling to pieces left and right. Hello. But I have to understand that. I have to acknowledge it. I have to go through this damn shit. It's not the fucking easiest damn thing in the world. If it was, anybody else could go through this damn shit. But I'm only talking about me. I don't know about anybody else. But if they find elements that they recognize, I'm fine. If they don't, well, that's okay too. I'm not going to stress over that. I'm not going to stress about every damn word I'm going to be saying to people left and right because I'm saying what's off my heart and I'm saying what's out of my head. And I also know that I got some screwed up things going on inside the damn head in the hardest point over here. So let's get it out in the open, shall we? Of course, it's going to be vulnerable and I can be backstabbed left and right. People saying you can't be that way because you're going to be, because. Well, it isn't a wonderful thing I'm doing, that's for sure. There is no Wizard of the Oz in this shit. It's only dealing with life on life's terms right now, and the terms I have to keep dealing with. I got a little dog I'm still taking care of. She's been through it. She's lost. She's lost family. We got her adopted. Ma and Dave are still alive. She already lost her baby. Not by death, but by, giving the baby away right after it's been weaned. After several weeks. He had to, because the place we were living at wasn't going to take any more pets. And she was survived a hell of a lot longer than I expected. And trying to keep up her energy. But I know there's been times she's been crying in her sleep. And I've been hearing it more and more lately. My little dog. Now, I know I've already been triggered many times. I've already seen a hell of a lot of postings. I already made a response to maybe about one or two things left and right concerning about the grief pages. Because I wanted to share my thoughts and feelings are concerning about it, my own personal history, to give that other person an understanding of what they're going to be going through. A few months after a death, they're still going through the honeymoon stage. But after a few years, you're going to be dealing with it more and more on this one. The aftershocks. Remember when you have a major earthquake, and you get the major aftershocks after that one? Well, this for me personally, they've gotten stronger and stronger. One of these here days, and I'm going to be laid off, actually laid out so much that I may never recover from it. But until that happens, I keep talking about it. I have to keep communicating this effectively, because if I don't, it's going to drive me nuts. And with that, I may or may not do part two right now.